Hello and welcome to ControllerHogZ. This is Seriously Unserious with another episode of The Long Dark, and as always, being joined for color commentary by Lance Corporal Hawk 30. And yes, this time I remembered the 30 at the end, even if it is a bit of a mouthful.
Well, it wouldn't be the username if it didn't have the full thing, you know.
You better love me again. You better love me again.
Alright.
Okay. So, let's see. We don't have any more cooked food, do we?
The second venison steak, yeah, but
Oh, okay.
not this, unfortunately. I'll just move it out towards put it on the snow where it's easier to see. This will be here for when we come back to collect all that stuff there. We can maybe... Oh, there's actually another bunny there. If I have two bunnies to cook, it might actually be worth the match to... worth the extra match to deal with that meat. Ah!
Creep.
A little off on my aim there.
Well, still. We had, like, what, 3 bunnies? 2?
Okay, I didn't know there was one there. Yeah. He's still around. I just need to pick up some more rocks and then can make another, try at him.
And, of course, he's still around.
Well, of course. It wouldn't be the Long Dark without wolves hanging around the neighborhood. Being up to no good.
And woodpeckers making noises, too.
Yep. The only
Hi,
problem
bunny.
is we don't have any aunt and uncle in a town called Bel Air to go and get away from them in. Even though our life has been turned upside down.
Yeah.
There we go. Third time was the charm.
Maybe we can get Will Smith to slap the wolves.
Oh boy, it is cold. But I need to get some wood, which means we're going to have to burn a little bit of hypothermia for a few minutes.
Yeah, I don't get why it takes so long in-game for the branches to break down.
Well,
That's just me.
Yeah, I guess they're pretty big branches.
I mean, real big stuff like what's right in front of us there, that makes sense why it would take so long to break something like that down.
Yeah.
Smaller branches like what we just broke down, like 1 minute, if that.
Yeah, but it takes 5 minutes, which is...
Not realistic.
Yeah, but kind of necessary, I guess, for a game mechanic. To create an opportunity cost to going for the branches as opposed to searching some more for sticks. Put that away. Oh, yeah.
Even still, just like 2 minutes is about the max I would accept, having to break down a branch that size.
Anyways, let's get
Takes
this.
a little bit of the realism out of it for me, just a bit.
Anyway, let's get this fire started. This will probably be the last bit of usefulness we'll get out of this torch.
Could be.
And we're out of books to start the fire with, so we're down to having to use sticks. Which is almost a coin flip. And it came up heads, thankfully. Let's get ourselves...
Stick.
Well, I didn't mean to do that. I was actually wanting to process that first and, break it down into a stick
you
first.
You toss the torch in.
Yeah, and that gives us like 1 minute of fire, whereas if I broke it down into a stick, which takes like a minute or two, would have given us 8 minutes of fire.
Oh boy.
And that was just a straight misclick. So it wasn't exactly something I intended to do. Just didn't realize.
Whoops.
Didn't realize my pointer was still hovering over top of the, the button to add the fuel into the fire.
It has been a long time since I've eaten rabbit in real life.
I don't think I've ever had rabbit in real life.
The texture
Okay,
kind
I
of
could
reminded
use that
me
sewing
of.
primer to keep this fire going.
Yeah.
Because I've already finished researching that. Ah, thank
Yeah,
God.
the texture kind of reminded me of chicken, just a little bit, not the same, but the taste was definitely not the same either. But that was probably the closest thing I could compare it to. It tasted
Yeah.
good though. It was at this place called Clark's Fish Camp in Jacksonville, Florida. Man, they've got taxidermied every animal, just about every animal you could think of is taxidermied there and on the walls. It was like, wow. And they had a live alligator in the lobby in its own enclosure. So, that's cool. I've
Sounds
had
like a
alligator.
stereotypical down south place.
It could be, but it was the only place I've ever seen like it. But the food was good. I've had rabbit there and I've had gator there the 2 times I've went. And of course, fish would be kind of their specialty since they're right on the river.
Yeah. That would make sense.
Yeah.
We need to warm up, and the only way, now that we're running out of fuel, the only way left to do that is get into here and take a nap.
Take a nappy.
And yeah, I guess I'm also going to want to repair that soon. But
Okay, so where's the curing process everything at?
2%, 16, 21, 2, 30, 17, 17, and this is 24. So probably in about 3 or 4 days or so, I would say the rabbit will be finished curing, and in about maybe 5 or 6, all the other stuff will be finished.
So we probably got to come. Sounds like we got to come back to this cave at some point.
I just wonder if I have. Oh, I do. So one thing I can do is spray paint a little reminder on your materials waiting in here. And such a. So seeing that on the map as well as on there should remind me that I got stuff in there to pick up.
Right.
And now, time to go. Because
A hiking we will go.
seeing that extra rabbit showing up was lucky, but even still, that's only taking us so far.
Yeah. Only so much. Oh, is that a woofer? I see. Or is that a deer?
That would be a doe.
Ooh. Food. Venison.
If I wanted to stick around this place any longer to hunt it, that would be. But right now, I just want to get back to the farmhouse. And if there's any deer hanging around near the farmhouse, we'll hunt that.
Aha.
Also gives me some time to start collecting up sticks on the way there, so I'll have plenty of fuel to burn.
Lots of good for fire.
Yep, exactly. Now, the main reason why I don't want to stick around here is, as useful as that cave has been and is being, it's still, we're kind of hovering on the edge of hypothermia in there.
Yeah, so, don't want to freeze the huevos off.
Exactly. So, in other words, we're just not equipped for hanging out in caves like that right now, long term. Not to mention it was getting to be a pain to get any fuel to cook anything, because we'd kind of used everything up by.
Definitely don't want to lose it all.
Yep. Because in this game it's permadeath, so we die, then we're getting an early start on Season 2 of The Long Dark.
Oh boy.
And
we don't quite want that to happen just yet. We need more content.
Yeah. Yep. Especially considering this has been our best performing series of the 2 regular series we've got so far.
Oh, yeah?
Between this and our Security Breach series, this has been definitely, like, handily outperforming Security Breach. Except maybe for the very first Security Breach video, which we were able to get out right near the time when Ruin came out, and then the rest were all on long editing delay before we're finally able to start getting content coming out more regularly.
Oh. I see.
And unfortunately, by that time, the recent update boost had kind of worn off on Security Breach. Of course, by the time we were getting these episodes recorded, there had been a new update to adding a new region into the Long Dark, which we'll be exploring that for the first time together, as I've avoided that region so far in my offline playthroughs. Yep, we got a little wolfer snapper hiding around in the fog over there.
Oh boy.
Oh, looks like there's 2 of them. There's that. Or unless that's the same one. Oh, there's a Clyde just on the other side of that hill by the sounds of things. A wolf. I heard it howling over that way pretty close.
Yeah, that do sound close. That doth indeed sound proximitous. If that's a word. I don't know.
The one that was howling just as you were saying that is over that way, and that's a little bit far off. But I'm pretty sure there's one just on the other side of that hill over there. Almost close enough to detect us if we get particularly noisy or anything, like start stomping around on the run or anything.
Yeah.
And those of you who are not familiar with the Long Dark, yes, this game, the wolves have 3 main ways they can detect you. Sight, sound, and smell.
Just like college.
Which is why I was being so cautious earlier when I was carrying all those rabbits and ptarmigan carcasses around is with a wolf nearby, is because I knew that those things could get smelly enough to attract that wolf over to us. Now, we got fortunate in that it didn't that time, but it could have.
What was that?
That was somebody with a noisy car.
Okay, that makes more sense. I was about to say, what manner of beast is this in the wilderness? Oh, it's just a car.
Yeah. Yeah, the real world intruding upon our game. As the fog is intruding upon the in-game world, and reducing it to a little tiny gray bubble.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I guess I must have already searched this.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure we had already.
Yeah. In that case, let's double check to make sure. Yeah, we have. In that case, I will mark it so we don't waste time investigating something we've already explored.
Yeah.
Of course, unfortunately, we can't map it out, but at least we can visibly see the orange X on it.
Yeah.
Time to start getting a move on, though. Because we are freezing and losing what little condition we have left.
Moving.
You know, one thing I would like to have done when we had that last fire going, if we'd had the fuel for that, would have been pulling a torch out of it to replace the one that
You tossed
was
in.
almost, yeah, which was almost worn out. So I was intending to harvest it back into a stick and then toss it in. And if I'd done that, we might have had just enough, fuel on that fire to do that. But sadly, things didn't work out that way.
Not quite.
Would be putting us near the farmhouse we're looking for, so...
Sticks.
Yep.
How many sticks do we have now, by the way?
Quite a few, and I don't want to stop and look until we're someplace warm.
And safe. Fair enough.
Especially considering that this isn't looking like it's the area I first thought it was.
You could eat anything.
Although I think I know where we are still. So... If I'm correct, then just down this hill should be that frozen river between us and the farm.
Twould be nice.
And that
Familiar.
would
Looks
be
like
it.
it.
That would be it.
Ta-da.
And this looks like some food.
Yay,
3
cattails.
cattails. Also, a restock on our tinder, which has been starting to go down.
Yeah, would be a good idea.
Speaking of deer, I'm hoping that there is one near here, but I don't think we're going to be able to really spot it before it's running away from us in this dense soup.
It's starting to weigh me down.
Just as we're approaching home, sweet home, the sticks we've been collecting finally put us over the weight threshold.
Well, hopefully that just means it's going to be a warm fire. A cabin.
Yeah.
Is this the farm?
Yep. I recognize that thing there and that fence. The silo would be just on the other side there, except we can't see it because of the fog. Looks like there might be a pry bar in there, which I think is something we've been looking for.
Aha!
All right. Now we can explore those locked trunks and those two lockers down in the basement that stymied us before.
Hopefully there's canned food in there.
Yeah, I'm guessing you're praying for more pinnacle peaches.
Peaches, peaches, peaches. I mean, hey, it wouldn't hurt to have any kind of food, but I gotta stay on brand.
Now we're finally able to get into these
That'll
suckers.
come in handy.
Oh! This we can
Okay.
get fine. Once we fix it up, at least. And that was a bust.
Nothing.
But,
Well, that jacket was a good find.
yeah, that'll be a huge improvement on that
Gotta eat soon.
sports vest once we're able to get that done. Or get it fixed up.
Yeah.
And
Was that a bunch of sticks on the ground?
yeah, it's a cured birch sapling. And over
can,
there, yeah, that would be a bunch of sticks.
Oh, good.
It's going to go ahead and put some stuff away. And also, I just realized that we were supposed to put in a cut when we're in the cave spending the night, and we didn't. So
Whoops.
we're doing a double episode here, or we're going to have to edit in the cut in post-production and editing. Alright. This can go away. Store these for now. Oh yeah, we did have flour still sitting around here.
Okay.
And that actually reminds me, that was another issue we were having, is a lack of pots to
Cook.
Yeah, to cook some of the things we need to cook in. At least we have the ingredients here once we have the pot. Oh wait, we do have a pot right here.
Oh.
Just
Shame
didn't
that
have
the rabbit's ruined.
Yeah, we just didn't have it with us at the time. It's actually enough that we could, even ruined, we should be able to restore it by cooking it into, I just need flour. What does it need? Flour, broth, which we've got both of those, and rabbit meat, and that'll make us 2 bowls of rabbit stew. Which
Yummy,
is
yummy, long as it doesn't turn into poison. As long as we can cook it out of being bad.
Yeah, we can cook our way out of food poisoning with that. Just by putting it into a stew. Oh, there's some more things to drop off. That's actually a lot of veggies.
A lot of carrots.
Speaking of which, I think there's something we might have been missing in the darkness that I noticed when I was reviewing the edited footage.
What would that be?
That would be this thing here.
Oh. More carrots.
More carrots and potatoes.
Ah.
Yeah, lots of food.
Precious. It's tortoise.
Yeah, lots of food. Been sitting right under our noses, hiding in the dark.
Rabbit stew with potatoes and carrots sounds good right now.
It would if I had a recipe for making that. Sadly, I do not, so we'll just be making normal rabbit stew instead.
'Tis a shame.
Well, looks like we're getting close to the end of the day. So, probably want to be making some more, what do you call it, some more birch bark tea as well for the recovery for tonight. Hopefully, also while we've been messing around inside, the fog cleared up, but no, it hasn't. Which is complicating things, because I would like to hunt, but it's hard to hunt when you can't see.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I probably don't need to be lugging this heavy lantern around with me everywhere. Okay, what else can we drop off to calm down our weight issues? See, I think everything in here is all stuff that we're wearing, so not much we can do there. Really not a lot
Can
of
we
weight
go ahead
here.
and fix? Can we go ahead and fix the ski jacket?
Yeah, we could try for that. Maybe I'll step outside while we're doing that, so that way we'll also be able to readily see if the fog clears up when we're working.
All right.
There it is.
We could eat a horse.
Of course not. But that is a marked improvement over that crappy vest, which we can now go ahead and just rip it up for scrap cloth.
Cat at the pot.
I don't think we're going to really be able to accomplish a whole heck of a lot more today. And it's looking like
Maybe not
it's
much
just-
more, but at least we got something done. Or we found a better better thing to wear than that vest.
Yep, and should be able to find ourselves a book to use to start a fire. If I can do that, here's a book.
Ooh.
Use to start a fire and do some of the cooking things that we need to do. Maybe for... I'll just remove that from there and put that on there. And maybe we can also, while we're at it... Oh, okay. Do we have any maple syrup hiding around here anywhere? The answer is a resounding no. Well, there's still another thing we can make with flour and cooking oil. But, first things first, let's go ahead and get ourselves a fire going. Well, if we were in a pinch, we do have that accelerant. But we're not in a pinch right now. So I'd rather save that.
Well, that didn't work.
For when we are in a pinch.
This pack is getting kind
I'd
of
say
heavy.
being down to 14 matches is getting close to being in a pinch.
Come on. Well, that didn't work.
All right. Looks like we're getting XCOM RNG here. So save the book and just go ahead and do this.
All right.
Because, yeah, back-to-back fails, that was definitely reaching in a pinch territory. So may as well start with cooking some water because it's going to take a bit of time to get this rabbit stew going.
Yum, 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 yum.
Oh, move that out of the way. Don't necessarily want that boiling off on us. Alright, here's another thing we can cook up.
Bannock?
It's, yeah.
What's that?
Flour. It's a
Oh,
type of
flatbread.
flatbread.
Okay, I didn't read the header at the top at first.
Yeah, figured. By the way, we got up to 16 sticks. Well, 17, counting the one I used to start the fire.
That's good, that's good.
Let's get our birch bark going. Alright, so we need still a little bit more time on the fire. Need to get it up above.
There we go.
Yeah, just one more stick should do it. Just want to make sure we got enough.
Enough for the stew.
Yep. That stew is going to be so desperately needed.
Oh yeah.
Actually, we may as well go ahead and drink one of those. Give us a few calories back. But also will get us restoring condition for a little bit while we're waiting for all this stuff to cook. Alright, 9 minutes to go. And let's just go ahead and get more water going in here. Actually, come to think of it, I'm going to need a bit more fuel because I'm also going to want to get a second thing of rabbit stew going.
A second one?
Yeah. I used
Okay.
half of the rabbit we've got on this first batch.
Ah.
We still got another half a kilo to go yet. Minutes till that's done. Maybe I'll put a couple more sticks in there just to make sure we got enough going on there.
It's getting dark outside, isn't it?
Yep,
God, I gotta get some food soon.
nighttime is a-coming. There we go, now we can cook our second batch of rabbit stew. Alright, another half hour worth of fire. And this is why I like to keep that reserve of sticks for situations like this. Let's go ahead and cook up some more. Okay, that's the end of that. Okay, what was that? Alright. Maybe we'll cook some water. Can't cook anything else, we'll cook water. Well, actually, I'll just go ahead and put an extra stick in here. We're gonna need
Stick.
we're gonna need to pull a torch out. Anyways, to replace the one that we that wore
Yeah,
out.
we got kind of need that.
Meanwhile, I'll see if I can stumble my way over to the freezer in the dark and put away some of this excess water. You don't need to be lugging that much of it around, but it's good to have it on hand in case we need it later. 4 minutes until melted. Now we're 12, 15, 13, 19. Now, with this being a 6-burner stove, having a lot of different things cooking to manage, if you think that's bad right now, wait till you try it with all 6 of the burners in use.
Oh boy.
Yeah, that can get to be a bit of a handful. Maybe I'll go ahead and cook up another batch of bannock. Well, we got the fire going anyways. Which means I'll need to add a few more sticks in to make sure we have enough to both finish cooking up the bannock and get our torch at the end of all this. To manage that burn time, make sure I can get that 15 minutes. I need at least 25 minutes in the fire to make sure that once everything is finished cooking, we have enough. Should probably leave this in here. Don't need to carrying that extra weight around.
I need to drop something.
And this is what I was going for.
Ta-da!
And this will be our ticket to not having to burn 3 matches just to start 1 fire.
Yeah. It's bedtime.
Yep. And yes, this did recover enough to be to restore to edibility.
Yes,
So
good.
we will go ahead and eat
On
this.
to 8.
Something's making me feel tired.
That's making me want some rabbit stew, and I've never had rabbit stew.
Yeah, nor have I. And I'm saving this second bowl of rabbit stew for tomorrow night. For now, I'm going to go ahead and drink up and get a good night's sleep. And the rabbit stew, by the way, it gives us a improved rest benefit, which
Ooh,
means
good,
we will-
good.
And what that means is we'll be getting more healing while we sleep.
Very good, very good.
Yeah. Absolutely essential in the situation that we were in.
Yep. We've almost made it to a week.
Yep. I'll go ahead and have some cattails. That'll also keep our vitamin C supply up, which is, a thing that we need to keep an eye on. And it looks like it's an invisible stat, so we don't even really know that we're having problems with vitamin C deficiency until we're getting an affliction.
Yeah.
And now it's the next day, and so we'll, take care of what we should have taken care of at the end of our last sweep, which is this has been another episode of The Long Dark from ControllerHogZ. Has been Seriously Unserious, being joined by Lance Corporal Hawk 30, and we'll see you all in the next video.
All right. Bye-bye.